talking about
Okay.
ITTOs. But can you chime in for a second, because you've been down this road before, you know all about these ITTOs too.
Yeah.
How did you master the ITTOs?
I think the ITTOs are a difficult thing to master. um, but as many of the people who've been on the calls before and have said what they did, basically I kept on taking tests. And when you keep taking tests and you get questions wrong, you refer back, why did I get that wrong? And you see that, oh, I messed up an ITTO, for example. And once you made that mistake, then you kind of remember it. Another thing I did was that actually I wrote out all of the processes on little sticky notes. And then I wrote out each of the unique ITTOs for those processes as well. And I put them on this empty wall I have in one of my rooms. So actually where I'm working from. So I was kind of subconsciously looking at it the whole time because it was right next to me.
Wow.
I had that up. I had that hanging on my wall for approximately 6 weeks.
Wow.
So I think that actually also really helped me because I could kind of visualize where those different things, where those different unique ITTOs were.
That is
so that's
very
just the way
helpful.
my brain works. I've always done that whenever I had like an exam where I needed to memorize a lot.
That is so helpful, Mathilde. Look, I call it the ITTO gallery. Jeannie, do you have an ITTO gallery where you go and you admire the arts, the ITTO art on the wall? That's what I would suggest. It's a great suggestion.
It was quite an artwork.
Nice. Okay. Well, Jeannie, do you have any questions about this sheet and how to use it? Because I just showed you the output pieces, and thank you, Mary, for chatting in the answers. So we got work performance data, we have deliverables, we have issue log. Bear in mind, WPD from here is massive. It's important. Okay. And then the tools and techniques, you know, PMIS, you got to remember those that are unique. I'm talking about those that may not appear in every single process. So if you go over this, testing yourself day by day, and then the unique input, I mean, even at worst, I expect you put in a unique input of project management plan for most processes, but there are some other unique inputs. For example, in this one of direct to manage project work, the unique input in my mind is approved change request. You see, in my mind, for develop project charter, the unique input would be like your business documents, you know, things like that. For me, outputs from other processes, see, would be unique for develop project management plan. This is the level you need to get to. So this sheet is going to help you test yourself. And if there are gaps, you know, like you can see some gaps, if there are gaps, if you're not able to come up with a unique input, the unique tool and technique, the unique output, then it's a sign that you're not quite there. Okay. So if you enter an incorrect answer, you need to go back to the PMBOK guide. Let me show you what I would do. If I was studying for the exam, and let's say I was in this process here, let's go to schedule, somewhere in schedule, because, you know, this is really organized by knowledge area. So if I go to, let's say, develop schedule, and I'm drawing a blank, you know, oh, I've got incorrect information here, then what I need to do is go to the actual place in the PMBOK guide. I need to go to figure 6-1, Jeannie, 6-1. Go to 6-1 and you'll get this universal view. You already have this in PDF from the Praizion book based on the PMBOK guide that shows you this same view, right? So develop schedule, we've got in the essentials book, okay? Jeannie, did you get your book in the mail? Did you get this book in the mail? Because our friends on the phone from Maersk, they've got this, they use this book as well. So did you get it in the mail? Finally, did you? Oh, you got it. Very good. Finally. All right. So Jeannie, if you go to chapter 6, the end of the book, you probably have seen this image already. Let me tell you what page it's on. This is on page 223 in the Praizion Project Management Essentials book. So if you got it wrong, you need to open up the book. You need to go to that page. Oops. That page, you can barely see the thing. Maybe if I bend it, you kind of get the idea. Go to that page, and then you want to look at the specific process. Let me just share with you on the screen. You want to go to the specific process where you are stuck, and you want to look at these. Whoops. You want to look at these outputs: schedule baseline, project schedule, schedule data, project calendars. Those are the unique ones, not change requests and all these. No, these are all well and good, but they're not the unique ones. You see what I'm saying? The unique ones are important. You heard what Ansia shared with us last week. These unique ones, okay? These unique things. Those are the ones you want to be thinking about. You see, agreements right there. That is a unique one. So I would write these out if I were you, and then I would come back and try and dump down what I wrote out. But I don't want you to do it in a robotic fashion, just on and on like that. I actually want you to explain back to yourself when you're doing your final review, like you got it wrong in the sheet. You need to ask yourself, what is the schedule baseline? And how is it different from the project schedule? And how is that different from scheduled data? And how is that different from project calendars? And how does schedule network analysis affect any of these? Since it's a tool and technique, it means it in some way affects one of these outputs, or it's responsible in some way for one of the outputs. The critical path method, how does it relate to some of the outputs or one of the outputs? Resource optimization, how does it relate? If you cannot explain these, you need to be sending me an email saying, Phil, how does this connect? You see, that is the pleasure of having a mentor, a trainer, a coach who can help explain to you if you are stuck. So I don't want you just to go through the ritual of this page, just cramming. No, it's actually meant to be, what is this? How is this different from anything else in the output list? You see what I'm saying? So there are many steps. First of all, you study, then you test yourself using this sheet. And then you're discovering what you don't know. And then you're going back to read. So, read in the PMBOK guide what these things are. Read in our study guide what these things are. If you're still stuck, send me an email and say, Phil, I still don't understand how this is different from this. And I will be more than happy to send you a response. I might even create a video for you. Okay? So that's how this interaction needs to work. Same for everyone else. You got questions. If you're stuck, if you don't know how to advance, let me know. All right. So that was just a quick segue into our main course for today. We are going to stop the recording. Those of you watching, you need to be on this course, on this training, in this coaching. Okay. So hit the link below and let's see you there.